Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. All right, sorry, I got disturbed. Right, hi, good morning. I just want to check first, how many of you here are salespeople? How many of you here are salespeople? Anyone?
Morning.
Morning.
Morning, Daniel Asios.
Daniel are sales. All right, I can see Anwar is digital comms and PR strategies. Welcome, Anwar.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, how about the others? How many people are not salespeople? Anyone not sales people, not marketing people? Good morning, Johnny. Good morning, Ashley. All right. Thank you so much for having me here today, and thank you for answering and coming on time. So, my name is Khairul Mazlan. We are going to talk about understanding buyer's personality. And before we start, I just need to know, is there anyone else coming in? Ah, we have Ryan Lu coming in. All right. So some of you are on the way maybe because today I forget actually today is a public holiday. I'm really sorry for it. My class ended late at 9 p.m. and then I have additional classes and I forget that today is birthday of Yang di-Pertuan Agong, right? So that is my mistakes. However, today we are going to talk about buyer personalities, and we are looking into three things. One is how you want to read people's. Second is the more important thing, how you want to read about yourself. And three, maybe you can also read about your partners. The why do I talk about buyer personality in that terms? Because if you want to read others, you need to read about yourself first. And if you want to say, if you want to sell something, if you want to market something, right, you need to know that what type of person you are first, so you can be flexible in adjusting with the customers, with the client that you have. And a little bit about me. My name is Khairul Mazlan. By design, I was a marine engineer. By design, I have HNDs in steam turbines. I've been on ships for like 4 years before I came back to Malaysia and worked my ass off in the corporate world. So I've been from office boy, customer service, sales, marketing, and innovation, which is my last job, was actually managing a call floor, or which is a sales team. And then I came out and to share my knowledge is actually what I love. I've been doing it since my corporate world. Only thing is, uh, I don't do it seriously until I came out and I have more time for myself and I use to simplify a lot of things, including today's session. So today's session, we are going to talk about a lot of personality, not many. We are going to look at 4 types of personalities where it generalized from 44 million types of personality that we can create out of it. So before we start, we need to look at a few statistics first. Let me check and my statistic is correct. Right. So most buyers have different needs, right? And out of the 4 personalities, all 4 have different needs, different one, and whoever can play with people needs and wants actually one of the top uh, companies that able to actually make profit out of it. One company that I really interested in are McDonald's. Do you notice that McDonald's have different type of marketing and different type of approach for different type of customers? They even get sued in court. And if you notice that last time, whoever at my age in the 80s, in the 90s, last time McDonald's have a lot of mascots, a lot of character in their company, correct? Anyone remembers that? So and that things have been brought to court because that covers a lot of personality for their markets. And because of that, what happened was actually they've been told to cut down all the characters and only focusing on their main characters, because each character have subconscious effect for people to keep on coming and buying it. So their understanding of customers' needs and personalities is superbly. And I do get and able to studies what their needs on when I have experience to work with the innovations team, sales and marketing, where it comes out to four. Um, Only thing is I need you to update one thing. For those who are using laptops and have different handphones, one thing I need to ask you is actually to update your status now, and go to your Facebook and ask this question: what do you think about me in one word when you see my name? Let me put in the chat box. Do you think about me in one word when you see my name? So you don't need to reply anything, whatever they say is okay. You just say thank you from it, just to know what do people think about you. A lot of people, when they do something, they don't really get the market response. What do people really saw you from their views, right? And we only look at what we think we know about ourselves. But do you really think that people see the same thing with you? Number six on my side is number nine on your side. We always have different views on different things, and that's why I need you to open that up. Just wait until the end, because this session is only an hour. I even told Liana and Sumitra that I think I don't need to use slides. I love to use my flip chart at the back, so that I love to draw and write whatever things that coming into my brain, and that's why, right? And let's look at, anyone here knows what our brain actually work for? What is the main function for our brain? Anyone can answer that questions? Let's start from the brain itself. Anyone can answer that question? No one? So our brain design was actually to survive. And whatever we do, either we are buying, either we are taking charge, either we are making change, we are doing one out of three. Either we freeze, we fight, or we fly. And when we buy something, it is because of these three things. Either we buy something because we are comfortable with that thing, we buy something because we want to do something out of it, or we buy something just to bring it and just to let people down. All right, because some people are annoyed enough and we just buy it so that they can keep quiet out of something. So we are going to look at general things that we have around us, and we are going to start with your task for next one. So I hope you can see it. Yep. Let's you can still hear me, right? Awesome. I have issue with my mic, so sometimes people do not see me. If I get super quiet suddenly, it's not because I did not talk, but more on I'm having issue with the mic. So just unmute yourself and then do let me know. All right. So in the world, normally we have around 44 million of personalities, buyers personality, I would say. When we go on, when I create products for a few companies last time, we always look at what type of people that we want to serve, right? And out of that 44 million personalities that we knew, that we have data with, I we conclude that there are four types of different major personalities, which mean they can be either one of 44 million, and one or four from the 44 million. And I know you have heard about color brain, you have heard about DISC, MBTI, code breaker, traits, personalities, thriving personalities and sales personality, things like that. Uh, all of them are using the similar filters of our brain, because our brain have filters, and whatever that they use, I just compile it into four. The reason behind it is easier for me to know how I want to handle each of them instead of handling 44 millions. I prefer to handle four types than 44 millions, and handling the bigger market is easier than handling a smaller portion of market. So what are the bigger markets? The first one, you need to know that there are two type of people in the world. One is actually the introvert, and the other one is actually the extrovert type of buyers. So the introvert buyers, they don't really talk what they want. If you ask them anything that they love or they like, they will think first, and then they will make a decision. While the extrovert people are actually the one that talk a lot. The reason behind talking is actually for them to think. If you did not allow them to talk, you will notice that they don't have any idea what they want, which is a lot of salespeople really doing now to make people annoyed. You will notice that in schools there are two type of students. One not really talk much but really excel. The other one is the one that really love to talk, but then teachers keep on asking them to keep quiet and they don't really excel. But if you notice that teachers that allow their student to talk, that allow their student to express themselves, will make that student also excel. And people that did not talk much doesn't mean that they don't want to talk. They are just doing the calculations, doing the thinking inside their brain compared to doing everything outside their brain. So people that introvert are in the world, right? Extrovert are people that outside of that, they see things outside of them. They can choose things outside of them, right? And then there are another type of person where are very task oriented and also emotion oriented. So these two type of person are actually the person that are the task type of person, are person that are doing things with facts. They don't like to take decision according to their emotions. They don't like to take decision without enough data, and they are very structured, right? And while the emotion people are the one that do things, that buy things when they are excited. If you can make them excited, they will buy with you without any remorse, right? And how you want to handle them is most important things, because people with emotion can easily make decision, can also easily come back with disputes. So you need to understand this first. So up to here, is there any question that you want to know? You can unmute yourself, or you can use the chat box to actually ask. All right, awesome. Okay, so we are going to go deeper. If you have heard about DIC, MBTI, DOPE, color brain, code breaker, and all sort of things. The sanguine, clerical, right? So all of that are actually using the same filters in our brain. I love to use dope just because it's easier for me to remember. You can replace it with anything. I use dope because of it's easier, right? So dope consists of peacock, eagle, owl, and dove. As easy as that. The difference is actually on understanding them in what conditions, right? So when we talk about peacock, right? Peacock, if you want to know their personas, people that love to actually use jewelry that are blinking. They are the one that when they go out, they love colors. They love striking colors. They love green, yellow. They love colorful things like rainbows. And if you look at their Instagram, their profile picture, you will notice that the peacock type of people are the people that love to take selfies. And then normally when they took selfie, they will ask the other people, all right, a little bit back, because they will be the highlight of the show. The people that are peacock will always be the highlights in anything that they do. Although they don't like to be in highlight, they says, but whatever they do, whatever they says, normally will be a highlight of the show. If they go anywhere, there will be the highlights. When they buy things, where you want to know, they don't really buy expensive quality things so much. They are focusing more on how beautiful that things are. They are focusing on trends, because they are easily to get excited by new things, and they are easily to get motivated by updates. So they love updates, they love new things, they love colorful things. um, they love something that the other people don't have. They love uniqueness. So these people will wear things like Abibas, right? As long as it sounds like Adidas, they are on. These people also, if they buy cars, if let's say they want to buy something, right, and they have enough money to buy Mercedes or Myvis, any type of cars, either they have a lot of money, they don't have a lot of money, they don't really look at what are the best specs of the cars. They will look at how beautiful the car is. Is it striking enough for people to look at them when they buy cars? So that's a peacock. All right. Any question about the peacock, first of all? Nope. Awesome. So let's go to the eagles. So eagles are the people that are very, very task oriented. They are very goal oriented, whereby they are really unemotional, I would say. So they want, if they want something, right, they will get it. Their mind is super simple. Uh, they don't really like colors. Their colors is normally solid colors like maroon, black, white, uh, blue. They don't like things like turquoise, right? Light green. They don't like that. And when they buy things, these are the personalities that normally buy the top-notch products. If they don't have money, they want to buy cars. The cars that they show, the cars that they choose, normally are the cars that are very high end. Which means if let's say they have enough money to buy my V, they will be buying my V's with the top spec, leather seats, full automated with all the safety and airbags, right? And they normally buy the solid colors. They don't like things like too striking, and they are willing to do anything to get what they want. The thing about eagles that you will need to look really closely when you handle this type of people, they are really bossy. They really wanted to know the facts. They don't like people to say this. They don't like the sales people to say this word. You need to take notes about this. A, E, I, O, U. Got it? A, E, I, O, U. Right? The eagles type, when you want to sell something either online or face to face, or you are promoting something, and when they ask questions, right, they really mean it. And when you answer like things like oh, right, you are turning them off, because they are expecting top level of service, although they are buying cheap things. So that's the thing. They love to take shortcuts. They love to play, uh, to ask for discounts. These are the type of people that always ask for it. and then uh, and then expect high end things, right? And when you make them at stress, they are people that will start to become a tyrant or dictators. And when you start to look at their Facebook, Instagram, these are the people that always took picture alone one. These are the one that, okay, let's do a selfie. Okay, everyone, can you step aside? This is a selfie, not a Wi-Fi, right? Only me. So they love to take OOTD on their own. They don't like to take a picture about with others. Okay, so that is all about eagles, right? And then we are going to go to the owl type. Oh, the owl type is a lot of people thought uh, the most, how you say it, a lot of people thought that the owl type are the most uninterested. However, the owl type is actually the people that give the most feedback if you want to get your product updated, because the owl are very structured thinkers. The owl are really going into details. If they want to buy anything, before they buy anything, they are going to ask 4 questions in their brain that they need answers. The first question: what are the pain of buying? Why must I buy this thing? The second question: what are the pleasure of buying? What do I get when I buy that thing? The third question is, what are the pain of not buying? What did I miss if I don't buy from you? And the last question is, what is the pleasure of not buying? What I get if I don't buy from you? So if you can answer these 4 questions, you can make them buy anything that you want. The owl are very factual. If you sell something to them, they will read the facts. What are the nutrition facts? If you give them an agreement, like buying cars, before they buy, they will see all the specs. What are the pro? What are the cons? What are the weight? What are the height? And they will compare everything until they make a decision. If you have the out type of clients, here is a thing that you need to know: always give them deadlines. If not, you are going to keep on repeating, talking to the same people without giving any, without getting any solution. So the owl will always need a deadline. When can you come back to me, sir? When can I call you back, sir? They are very stubborn. They are very loyalist. Once you get them, until they feel defeated, or you turn them off, then they are going to be super 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 loyal to you. They have high expectation of themselves. Compared to eagle, they expect others to become better. But on owl, they are really have high expectation of themselves. Uh, and if you ask them to meet somewhere, ask them for food or anything, you will not be interested, because they will always eat at the same place, go at the same place, and always do the same thing until they get bored. They always wear the same thing until they get bored. And if you look at their Facebook, Instagram, right? The owl are the most interesting personalities, because they never change their DP. Their profile picture will always be the same. Sometimes since the day that they registered for Facebook, that will be their picture until today. They don't even care about it, because for them, that as long as they fill it up is enough. If you want to work with them, if you want to always get their feedbacks, give their timelines, and follow these numbers: 1, 3, 7, 16, 32, 48, 72, 180, and 360. That is the days of following up that you need with them, because their brain is functioning like that. They you will take time. This will be the personality that will take time to actually buy anything from you. But once they like you, they will buy it. You don't want to see them keeping quiet so long, because if they try to avoid you, they don't even ask anything from you, means that they are in a bad mood or bad situation. They tends to become clam up, super super super, how to say it, super quiet in a situation. They don't talk much, by the way, but when they talk with power. They love to give ideas that are they think workable. So that's why they don't really talk much. They only talk when they think is workable. So that is all. Uh, and the colors that they love is actually pastel colors most of the time, like grayish colors. Um, what are the I don't know the colors name, by the way. Is not like pink color that are striking, but they like the pastel color, very mild color. Most of the time they don't really change their colors. It's a black, white, gray colors thing. But some of
Solid
them,
colors.
pardon.
Very solid colors. Solid
uh,
colors.
Solid color is eagle. For owl, normally they have lighter taste on colors.
More darker meaning?
uh More lighter, like turquoise. Not turquoise is too striking. It's like grayish color.
Okay.
Yep. They are simple-minded people that are really, they are looking into facts than how good it is. If they are buying cars, like I said, they are going into data compared to how they look on the outside. For them, performance first. So that's the owl. And for Dove, wow, Dove is my favorite one. Not because I'm a Dove, but Dove is where I love to work with, because Dove is a we person. Once you get the Dove and Dove love you, they will get the whole kampung to buy from you. These are the people that are really love to share, to be tolerant to anything that their friend says. They are the peacemaker. They are really consistent in what they do, although people tends to see them as a weak point, right? uh I don't know why most of the dove are designed with big size body, and they love to hug people. If you see their Facebook, their Instagram, these are the people that, okay, let's take a wee fee. These are the dove lah. Their pictures is always with the group of people, and they will be at the back, biggest one, and hugging people. Sometimes they don't even hug because of PKP, but they love to take picture with a lot of people. Super cool, easygoing, and always be loved by other personalities. So they love to share about things. Uh, the MLM are really looking into deaf people, because they can get a lot of people into it. And in terms of fashions, the Dove normally, a good follower, if they go out with peacocks, they will be the ugliest peacock lah. Their tastes have similarity with peacock, but their colors will be a little bit lighter. Similar if they go with eagle and owl. They don't really talk much, but when they talk, they love to share things that they have experienced. If you ask them to go anywhere, they will ask, "Can I bring my whole family?" Go out for karaoke, they won't go alone. They will take the whole company in. And if they buy things, they will buy for a lot of people at one time. They are super loving people, and uh, their focus is more on other people than themselves. And that's why, if I sell thing, I love to find the dove. And Malaysian have a lot of dove, and when they are in stress mood, right, these are the people that they will start to see all the rules and regulation and ask people to follow the compliance and things. And they will only move if they think that it's the others are moving. So if you want to sell things, if you have products, you want to make people move, the first people that you want to test your product is who can answer. Who should you test first? Who and where, which type of personality that you want to know and get that your product moving. Anyone? The sales people? Who do you want to search first when you want to start your products moving?
I'll go for the eagle lah.
Eagle. Okay.
Yeah.
Owl for Ryan. Anwar is go for eagle. All right. There's no wrong or right. I'm only talking about I'm talking about from my experience when working with uh, I'm working last time with Amazons and entertainment companies. The first people that we are looking into are the peacocks, because peacock, you like it or not, they influence others. These are the people that normally are excited for new things, right? So you want the peacock to start things up. And if you want to get others to start joining in, then you need to go for dove, where the dove will start to pull more people in, because the dove will not be most of the dove is not a first mover. They normally following trends, normally following friends, so they are easily get influenced. So the peacock are the highest influencer in all of the personalities. Then you need to start with the peacock. The eagles are actually quite hard because they are looking into the high end product. They are looking into a solid product. So if your product already updated, solid, new, and known, then you can go into the eagle area. If it is just new, you want to test the market to see what are the feedback, don't go for the eagle yet. Actually, if it was me, because normally they don't really get interested because they know that product is not ready to be launched, right? Or for them, it's not a complete product. They are people that are really going into a complete things, high end things to buy it. The owl is actually a very data driven. You can sell to them if you have enough data, and then they will look at what are the data is it structured enough, is it good enough to buy, and all the same 4 questions will be asked, because they won't buy anything if they don't need it, right? So that's why knowing their personality is good. So here is a good game that I'm thinking about. Out of all the personalities, right? The peacock, the eagle, the owl, and the dove. Which one do you think not you? The most, how do you say, the most uncomfortable, or you hated the most? You will have all 4, but which one you feel uh not you as a person? Anyone? Which one is not you as a person? Macam semua pun ada sikit, alright. Yang paling sikit yang mana? Dove, peacock. Yep, alright. You will have most, you have all, but there will be one, the least, or the least love, right? I will tell this because I love when you know the facts behind it. All right. So if you choose, well, we have dove, we have peacock, we have owl and peacock. So nobody choose eagle. All right. The one that you choose, right, for those married couple, right, for those married couple, you will notice that the one that you choose, the least personalities, is actually the person that waiting for you in your home, your wife, your girlfriends. Most of the time, not always, but most of the time, you will choose a partner that have that on the opposite traits, whereby yourself will be on the opposite side. Because if you notice, most quotes says we complete each other, right? So we will have all four most of the time. However, we tend to have least identity on one of it, and then we our unconsciously we are going to find someone that will perfect us, and that someone will always be on the opposite sides, and we are going to be on the opposite sides. Right? Interesting. All right. All right. Up to here. Any question first of all? Very the garang like eagle. So and Anwar is an owl. Your partner is an eagle. Okay. Here is where what you won't see if you take normal DISC, MBTI, color brain, things like that. The secret out of all. This is where you need to know about personalities and why it is important to know bias personality, because whatever you do in anything is whatever you do in everything. People change, and what does make people change is actually something called environment, right? If you put people in a positive environment, you can see, right, if you put on people if you put people in positive environment, they will move their personality counterclockwise. If they go into a negative environment, they will turn into positive lah, clockwise. So if you look at yourself or your partner, like Anwar says your partner is an eagle, that is your partner in house, correct? Or you work with your partner? Yep. Okay. Because if your partner is or was an eagle, and normally home is where you are giving a positive vibes and positive environment in home, so they will change it to an eagle. Where they when they go into natural conditions where they become themselves, they will start to go becoming a peacock. What is your partner favorite color? May I know? Wait. Uh, if he's an eagle, it should be an owl. So what is your partner favorite color, Anwar? See, black, white, and they normally love to use the same fashion, the same way. Oh, you are owl. All right, you an owl. So your partner will be a peacock. All right. So things like that will happen, and people will change. All right. To make it clearer, let's go to our. Let's see who is easily connected. All right. Let's look at our prime ministers. She likes blue. See, blue colors. She love colorful things or not? Talking about partners is quite good, though. All right. So let's look at our prime ministers to make it clear, especially for Anwar. It looks like uh trying to figure out the partners is is interesting. Right. Anyone knows what type of birds Mahathir is? Anyone knows what type of bird Mahathir is? She's damn good with numbers. Wow. Well, most Malaysian is damn good with numbers if they if they go through our system. Anyone knows what type of Mahathir is? Owl. All right. Not really. Peacock. Maybe eagle. Yep. Why do I say it's the eagle? Okay, if you look at Mahathir when he came into power, the things that he famous with is Wawasan 2020, correct? When he came in power, the things that he go and he do first is Wawasan 2020. Very goal oriented. He is not garang, but he is goal oriented. However, when he is comfortable with power, people already start kissing her hand when meeting her, or when meeting him, and he can do whatever he want. He start to be in a positive environment. He become an owl. What are the project that he brought into power is actually projects like Putrajaya, Cyberjaya, a very structured projects, right? Coming out with new cities, expanding things, bring the capital to Putrajaya, and all the governments there is very structured, very segmentized, because he become an eagle. An eagle because he from eagle become an owl. Then when he lost power, right? When he lost power, he will start to go back here and start to become a peacock. And that's where you start to see that he comes out with advertisement like "Atuk dah tua." He start to get interviewed, because when he is in power, he don't really like people to interview him. If you want to meet him, he need to be you need to set an early appointment with him. Nowadays, he's not that busy. He start to become and giving a lot of opinion on TVs, because people start to see him again when he lost power. Then he came back to an eagle, keep quiet again. All right. So who can answer this? What type of birds for Najib? Najib Bosku. Anyone? Ayam laga? No. I'm using Prime Minister because it's easier. uh, since Malaysians should know him. Right, who knows what type of personality Najib is? Najib Tun Razak. Eagle? Mm-hmm. Anyone else? Do you have any other idea? Dove? Quite easily do. This is the first time I don't see people think about peacock. Alright. The reason why normal people will always call Najib a peacock because of the way that he dress. He love to wear rings, right? And that ring normally are powerful rings. But however, Najib did uh, mention that all of his attire was chosen by his wife, Rosmah. So that's why people normally thought Najib as peacock. Najib is an owl, by the way. If you notice projects that Najib came in, yeah, to be near peacock. If you notice the project that Najib came in with LRT3, he comes out with a lot of restructuring of governments. He changed the way and coming out with KPIs for the government servants and a lot of new things, because Owl love to structure things, right? And when he got power, when he got comfortable with power, means that he is on at ease. People start to love him, right? He start to become a dove when he start to become and introduce Bantuan Rakyat Satu Malaysia, Klinik Satu Malaysia, Perumahan Satu Malaysia. All the Satu Malaysia started from Najib because he start to become a dove. When he lost power, he been treated as uh, issues, and he goes back to a normal person, a rich person, a rich businessman. Although he's rich, he's lost power. You will notice that he start to become an eagle. If you look at his posting, when he has power and when he lost power, the difference of posting is there. He started to be really targeted, very goal oriented. He know who he want to who he want to tembak. Last time he only talk about that party lah, this party and our party. We talk about one Malaysia. He doesn't even care what other opposition says, right? I'm not talking about politics so much. I'm just wanted you to know how people can how your customer can change according to environment. So you will notice that he is now very targeted in his post, and then sometimes he do lots of dark jokes, just to send the message across. Very targeted, very goal oriented. And the last but not least, who can guess what type of personality Pak Lah is? Anyone can guess? Dove. Wow, everyone are getting better. Yep, Pak Lah is a dove, right? He start with Islam Hadhari, right? Islam for all. And then when he is comfortable with power, how do you know that he start to become a peacock? Anyone can guess? How do we know? How do I know he start to become a peacock? When he is comfortable with power. Ah, no one? 5, 4, starting to lose power. Nope. Before he lose power, Pak Lah have power. And one of the things that you will notice that the difference when he start to be comfortable with power is when he start to show his gene. Not the gene in the bottle, Jin Abdullah, the wife. Before that, nobody knows about Pak Lah wife, right? Until he get remarried again, got a very supportive wife, and he start to bring his wife everywhere. When he lost power, is when you will notice that Pak Lah gone into the history. Nobody know where he live. We know he is in Penang, but he did not show himself much. Nobody know his actual news. He don't even comment about anything, and just keeping quiet at the back. So that's why how people change according to environment. So as a lot of people tell about selling and buying. Buying is about emotions, right? So you need, when you see your customers, your clients, your buyers, the first thing that you need to see is actually, are you bringing them into positive or a negative environment? Doesn't mean going for Starbucks coffee if we are not in PKP, living in a positive environment, and doesn't mean having Zoom session need to be a positive or negative environment. What you need is to look at them. Are they moving into positive environment, or are they moving into negative environment, so that you can offer the things that they love, the things that they want, and the things that they need. Similar when you wanted to speak and talk with your partners, you need to see, at home, if you are still a couple, is easier, is a positive environment. Sometimes a home can also become a negative environment when kids inside it. When they start to fight with each other, and when it started to disturb your work, and it's a negative environment. So you need to know what type of personalities that you are facing with, and then offer them according to their personalities, and their personas, so that they can buy things from you easier. Because people like Peacock, they don't even care about data. They don't even care about uh, the pro and cons so much. What they care is about the benefits, about the colors, the how they look like, and is it really good by you showing emotion to them. The eagles are very quality oriented people. They want to know, have you get proven by this body, that body, or not body? Are they highest quality out of all? Is it GMP stamp there, right? Tafsat. So the eagles are really into that. The owl is going into facts and figures. So you need to show more facts, more figures. If you show facts and figure to the peacock, I can assure you they don't even read it. They get bored and don't even, if they buy, they only buy it we want a continuous buying. And the dove, if you want to go and motivate them, talk about family, talk about how good they are with how they will impact people's life, and how they can make other people happy by them being happy, right? Because they are really we people. So you need to know at that moment, what at that moment in time doesn't mean if you see your customer as daft at that time, they need to be daft. They can change according to environments. That's why I asked you about yourself, about your partners, so you can practice with your partners first before you go out and actually play with your customers. Because people like Dove don't really love things that are self-oriented or center-oriented. So that's why having to know and play with different type of personality is a good way for you to approach people. And if you are creating products, you need to know what type of products, copywriting that you want to tell them, so that you can get more people in buying your products and get your things. Okay, is there any questions that you want to ask about buyer's personality? For Malaysian PM, suggest prefer nak personality yang macam mana? Peacock, Eagle, alright. Once upon a time, wish, ini dah jauh sangat pergi ni. But I will answer that question. Once upon a time, we need an eagle. Once upon a time. But nowadays, we don't need an eagle. We need a dove and peacock people to influence and gather people back into one vision and one mission. Is there any buyer having mixed more than 3 personalities? Uh, Everyone have mixed personalities for Daniels, but at that moment in time, they are normally have one major personality that control them unconsciously. What you need is actually to know what type of personality they are and approach them according to what you see. If you see people that are really blinking, sure peacock one. And suddenly wear pink item, sure peacock one. If they come with a lot of friend to you, sure dove one. If they come with Armani suits, right? Really tie things like that, eagle. If they come by asking you about data before they see you, owl. So you need to know what type of people, because you can actually communicate easily with them, and then see what they needs emotionally. Don't go fact so much. You want to touch their emotions, because people buy based on emotion more than based on what they need. So they buy what they want, not what they need. So create their wants, and then they will buy from you. Do I answer your question, Daniel? Bias is plural. How you identify the flock? Uh, Depending on who's the key maker or key decision maker. Normally, I will find out who are the key decision maker if they are coming in flock, because if they uh, if they come at once, the one that actually pay attention are the key decision makers. The one that sometimes the one that ask a lot are the extrovert people, just wanted to impress. I will see those who are asking questions that are really into deeper conversations, and the one that having the most laser focus on what I'm selling. So I don't really settle with the one that asks a lot, talk a lot, giving opinions a lot, because most of the time they are not the key decision maker. I just need to know who are the key decision maker if I'm approaching people in flocks. Do I answer your question, Anwar? Or I'm not answering it?
Yeah, you do. You do. Thanks.
All right. Thank you. Any other questions? No, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So if you don't have any other questions, I would like to take this opportunity to invite each and every one of you to try Reloaded on 7th of July, which I will talk more about this. I will also talk the secret of buying in the new era, how you want to handle the 4 questions, if you still remember. It is taken and is learned from Mastering Influence, called Neuro Association Conditioning, where we play with people brains and actually making them to take decision without handling the objections. So it's more on knowing the why than knowing the how. So I'm looking forward to see all of you for 7th of July, to actually know the secret success of the new norms, because nowadays is where people are buying with the new technologies, the new norm, instead of buying it face to face, right? However, the fundamentals are still the same, and having low ticket is not as good as having high ticket for me, and you will need to know that you need high ticket and low ticket to actually strive. And that's why Thrive Reloaded 2021 coming back to you on 7th of July 2021, and I'm looking forward to invite and see all of you again, and let's have fun in all of the things that I'm going to share. Right. And once last time, do you have any question for me? Nope. Awesome. Do we have question from the Facebook? I forget about it. Sumita, we do have question from Facebook? Nope. Awesome. So see you soon. Drive Reloaded 2.0, and looking forward to each and every one of you in the session. Bye. Khairul Mazlan, checking out.
Okay, thanks.
My pleasure. Oh, you want to have my number? Wait, yeah, Anwar. Forgot to share my number. 016-263-5241. My number will be 016-263-5241.
Dia kursus yang you cakap tu tadi bila? The next one?
7 hari bulan 7.
7 Julai. Topic would be?
My topic will be secret selling of in the new norm.
So in the new norm,
Yep.
Registration through where?
You can register through Excel Academy. And if you can give me your number, then diorang akan bagi you the link to register lah.
Okay. Nanti I text you up. Apa ni, dia punya course berapa tu?
Okay,
Yeah, hi. Mr. Excel Academy.
They will answer your questions.
Will do. Hold on. How much would the cost be, for the course? Mr. Excel Academy?
I think they will contact you directly kot. Because
Okay.
macam panjang aja.
Just wondering lah. Apa ni, when you talk about bias personality, right? This
Mhm.
4 classification of according to birth trait. So there's a point there, but the problem is that nowadays we are looking for when we are to market our product, right?
Mhm.
So of course we don't market our product to one single person, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we go for the masses, right? So if let's say we've already got a product, right? Then how do we communicate that product to this flock of birds that you mentioned, right? So you mentioned before that we go for the decision maker, the leaders, right?
Yep.
But then again, we are looking right. If we are looking at a household, right? So of course the decision maker would be either the father or the mother or the breadwinner of the house.
Mhm.
But then again, we are looking at 100 over 2,000 over households, right?
Yep.
So how do you identify the flock actually?
Actually, what they okay? May I know what are the product are?
Uh, any kind of product lah. Just
Uh,
for example lah.
Actually, depending on the product and because you did not came in my session last week, kan? My
Mhm.
formula is actually when I come up with any products, the
Mhm.
first thing I want to know is who are the line of communication first. So
Mhm.
I will first of all start my funnels by getting feedbacks and get them experience the product first. So
Mhm.
anything that I do, I will start with that. I
Mhm.
want to know who are the key makers. So once they
Mhm.
experience it, then I will start to contact the one that are the key maker. So my product normally I will get them all 4 personality to
Mhm.
have this experience of using the same product.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because like me, I design programs. So each program I make sure there are enough colors and also less colors and also different traits that can have impact in their life.
Mhm.
So I don't just focus like some people, if they love color, they only focusing on colors. And then
Mhm.
all this, let's say if they're showing slide, all slide I have the same themes, right?
Mhm.
I don't really do that. Some I will start with a lot of colors, then I use black and white, then I change again the themes.
Mhm.
What I want to send message to is actually for different flocks of birds.
Mhm. So meaning that when you do your communication program, the program must have a menu of approach.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Right. Thank you,
Right.
Khairul. Right.
Thank you for coming, Mr. Anwar.
Welcome. Right. Thanks.
All right. Bye bye.
Okay.